Shama here from Scaling Retail. I am here at West Coast Craft where we are having an amazing opportunity in day today to talk to brands, business owners, and people who are making cool things happen in real life. Today I'm speaking with the CEO and founder of Prism Boutique, Dayna Mance, and we are going to talk about what it's like to grow a business, have multiple locations, leverage amazing events like this to get in front of your customer, and then ultimately like what's next on the horizon, because it's so important as we think about retail that we think about what is up and coming. So before we talk about the future, please Dayna, tell us a little bit about the past, catch us up to the present.
Okay, cool. I'm Dayna, I'm the owner of Prism, and we have been in business, it'll be 7 years this April. My background is I worked for Anthropologie and Urban Outfitters for almost 10 years in retail management. So the store experience and brick and mortar is really like my first love and strength. I just love creating like an environment for women to come in, and you know, all those years in working for Anthropologie, being a store manager, doing store openings for them, really was what I call my business boot camp. I didn't know that at the time. I was climbing the corporate ladder and I loved it. But it was really time. I always knew I wanted to have my own store, so I took the leap out on my own and opened a teeny tiny boutique in Long Beach, kind of on like a side street, not in a busy area.
What was that like for you, that first moment? You know, I feel like, you know, at Scaling Retail, we work with a lot of first-time business owners.
Yeah.
A lot of them are opening up a boutique for the first time. They have no idea just how much money they're investing, right?
Yeah.
And then also, when it comes to that kind of purchasing and planning your open to buy, how did you do it for the first time?
Well, I'm not the most like number crunch person, so I kind of just went for it. I mean, we like made all the fixtures in the store. I only had about 15,000 or so to open the store, and it was a very small store. And for me, I just knew that I had to take the risk and do it. That it was a bigger risk not to just kind of stay in the corporate and not go out on my own and try. I just had to try. Yes, and I knew if I failed, that's okay. I'm not losing, you know, that much money. I'll just have to go and get a job and pay it off. Luckily that hasn't happened yet. And we really just like built it step by step. So the store started out really small, and then after a little under 2 years, we doubled in size. So we took over the space next to us, remodeled, expanded, put, you know, holes in and made it into a bigger store. And then about a year and a half later, we expanded again to our current store in Long Beach, where we're now on like a busier street on 4th, and it's like 2,000 square foot, and it's a whole like lovely store experience. So we really just kind of built step by step. And then we also have an online store that's part of our experience and has been. I didn't have any background in that. And we launched our online store about 6 months after opening.
Got it.
So we've just built that, and then for a little over a year now, we've had a second location in Costa Mesa.
Congratulations.
The Lab Anti-Mall, which I had worked at that Urban Outfitters in 2004. So I really went
full circle.
Yeah,
I love that.
Which is pretty cool. Like I had been in that shopping center before, and
wow,
and now we have a.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like something, kind of like the ultimate. So my background also in retail, right? It's like the Barneys, Gucci, Macy's, like to be able to come back full circle and be like, all right, corporate, like, you know, here I am too, right? Big guys are playing. I think that's so awesome.
Yeah.
As your business has grown and you've grown different revenue streams and channels, how do you start to look at metrics, right? Like, how are you kind of evaluating business? Is it, you know, everything together? Do you have allocation, and how are you looking at distribution?
Yeah, so basically, the way, you know, we're not big enough online that we should just have a whole separate online store that has nothing to do with our store inventory, excuse me. So basically, when you go to prismboutique.com and you go on the website, that is our 2 boutiques are housing the inventory for that store.
Sure.
So if you order, you know, a top and a dress, and one of the items is in Costa Mesa, one's in Long Beach, the system knows that and routes the proper order to the store. So it's very smart, and it's smart like if you order 2 things and they're both at Long Beach, it routes the order there. So it knows to save on shipping that way. So basically, we have 3 ways we're selling the inventory. Costa Mesa, Long Beach, and online. And that's really what makes Prism Boutique.
Amazing. So talk to me about merchandising strategy. So obviously you have a lot of cool brands that want to work with you.
Yes.
You're obviously diversifying and, you know, trying to do more collaboration. So how are you kind of looking at brands in the market as you're assessing kind of if they're going to be a good fit for you?
So, there's just brands that we've carried for years. We often try new brands. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but we've really kind of found, the apparel is the bread and butter of our business. We sell all categories. So jewelry, hats, shoes, home decor, apothecary, beauty, we all that. But we're at the end of the day, we're really a clothing store. Like that's our number one money maker.
Bringing us kind of back to where we are today, being in this open air market, everyone's walking around. Obviously, you're a brick and mortar, e-com, multi-line retailer, right? Tell me a little bit about how a trade show, or sorry, how a craft fair like this kind of helps your business. Like what are you doing here?
Well, I've always wanted to do West Coast Craft in San Francisco, but like the thought of putting everything in the car and hauling it up there and getting the hotel and all that just probably didn't make too much sense. So when they said they were coming to LA, I was like, yes, I'll be there. I want to apply. And it's just a great way for us to meet new people, introduce people to Prism. Our LA customers have been stopping by all day.
I can tell, it's been really busy. You guys have had some amazing foot traffic.
So like our LA customers, either they saw it on our Instagram stories or they just know that we're here and they're making a day out of it. So we've seen a lot of familiar faces, and then we've also met a lot of new faces, and we love this. We try to make the booth look as Prism as we can in a 10 by 10 tent.
Challenging but possible. Yes. I think you guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we just want to meet new people, and it's just great to be in a new community. I think a goal down the line would be to have a store in Los Angeles. So
amazing. Maybe over here next door.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Probably not right away, but definitely a goal.
Amazing. And as you kind of look to bridge digital and getting people to know that, hey, I'm here this weekend and come by and check us out, what role is digital playing for your communication with your community?
So we did an emailer that we were going to be here, an Instagram post, Instagram story. So we were definitely telling our customer we'll be here, and hopefully that draws more people into West Coast Craft. I'm sure they rely a lot on everybody advertising we'll
all at
be
once.
Here.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because it's this vendor is going to bring out these 10 people, and this vendor is going to bring out these 20 people. So it's kind of collaborative in that sense.
Amazing. And then in terms of merch mix for this weekend, how did you curate what you're bringing out? Any cool and special things that we should know about?
We did bring our collaboration with Lorem. So the girls, everything is in my store. All the fixtures are handmade, and they just have a very much Prism aesthetic that you're not going to see anywhere else. So this is the third time I've done a collaboration with the girls, Laura and Emily. The brand name is Lorem, and there's kind of hard to see, but there's plant hangers and plant stands. And the idea is to kind of make your home look like Prism. So that was a lot of fun to have here
That's
today.
awesome.
Yeah, and
Very
then of course
cool.
we brought all our cute clothes, and then a whole table full of gifts.
Amazing. Well, I certainly have been enjoying the gift purchasing here. So far it's been my first stop that I was like, oh my God, I got to buy this right now before I forget.
Thank you.
So a lot of the people who are watching this are people who are thinking about opening up their first retail store for the first time. They may not have the quite extensive background as you come from, right? Understanding merchandising and store layouts, etc. What are some of the things that you think would be very useful or helpful for someone who's like, I really want to open up a store?
Okay, well, you got to work in a store.
Okay.
And not for 2 weeks.
Got it.
You got to put in your time.
Okay.
Go work in a store that you think that you might be similar to what you want to open. You have to really find out if you love that experience. Retail is not for everybody.
No.
And if you are a store owner, it's not like you're just directing from the sidelines, especially at first. You have to be on the floor. You have to connect with people. And I think that really helped when we were first getting off, is I knew every single customer, and they want to know the owner and all of that. So
got it.
Definitely working in a store if you want to do that. I have a degree in communications from UC Santa Barbara. I wish I had done some business, more of the financial part.
Sure.
I think that part would be really good. So taking some business classes, using your local resources. I still use, and when I started up, I used the the Small Business Development Center out of Long Beach City College, and I'm sure those are available all over the country.
Of course.
Through the SBDC, and they will do how to do a business plan, how to start, how to market your brand new business, how to budget, all of that. So just really using those resources. That resource is free, and I've used it so many times. I've gone back. They're going to help me kind of in my next steps to grow. So using that and just doing all your homework.
Well, thank you, Dayna. I appreciate it. Really lovely to chat with you about your business.
Thanks.
Love the way you've created a little bit of your store inside of this big, wide space, which is not always easy to do. So
thank you.
congratulations. And guys, how can we find out where to find you? Please tell our audience.
Oh, prismboutique.com, and of course Instagram at Prism Boutique. And then we have boutiques in Long Beach and Costa Mesa, California.
Amazing. All right, guys, if you are launching, scaling, growing your retail store, obviously having that valuable in-store experience is going to go a long way. And certainly there are a lot of resources out there to help you educate yourself to find out how to do things like financial planning, or even your open to buy, or where to reinvest your dollars. Here at Scaling Retail, we can help you fast track a lot of those really big decisions, give you a big download. We've opened up stores everywhere from New York to Bahrain, everywhere in between. Obviously, you can see it takes a really big step of faith, and you take a big chance on yourself. So being a strong and fearless entrepreneur, certainly on the outside, is definitely a strong trait that we certainly believe in as well. So send us an email at hello@scalingretail.com and come find us on our socials at Scaling Retail. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.